Mexicans demand crackdown on Americans crossing the border.
Here's a summary of the article.
Mexican protesters have shut a U.S. southern border crossing amid fears that untested American travelers will spread coronavirus. The border is supposed to be closed to all except essential business, but protesters said there has been little enforcement and no testing by authorities. The Mexican president has been criticized for his response to the pandemic, as has U.S. President Donald Trump. The group has called for enforcement of the crossing ban on all U.S. or Mexican citizens for tourism or medical reasons, including those who cross the border every day to attend school or work in the U.S. Authorities must also conduct medical testing on Mexicans deported from the U.S., they said. President Trump has made cutting the number of people crossing the border from Mexico into the U.S. a centerpiece of his administration. Across the border, Arizona has recorded over 400 infections and has reported one COVID-19 death in every county bordering Mexico, according to the Republic. The U.S. has the third highest number of recorded infections from the coronavirus in the world.
This post received a score of 71,080, with an upvote ratio of 89%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Like all the college kids that thought it'd be a good idea to go party in Mexico for spring break. I'm sure it was easily spread there.
This title reminds me of the movie The Day After Tomorrow, when everyone flees south and Mexico's like WTF. Good movie.
Ha, I literally watched it last night. The graphics hold up.
I'm gonna watch it tonight.
I'm gonna watch it the day after. Ah, you get it. Father, when are you coming home? I did not realize that the corner store was so far away. We miss you.
It's so incredibly hard to find Marlboro 100's non-filter menthol soft packs. So as soon as I do find them, I'm coming home to play catch with you.
This feels like an Onion title. With articles like these, The Onion will either be out of business soon or become a reputable news source. LMAO.
Interestingly, Not the Onion subscriber count jumped from around 2 million to 16.5 million over the last 5 years.
How much has the general Reddit account increased over that time span as well?
It used to be a default subreddit as well, which would increase its subscriber count by quite a bit more than normal since you used to get auto-subscribed to all the default subreddits whenever you made a Reddit account.
The Day After Tomorrow was surprisingly accurate on this one.
I think it's far more accurate than we want it to be on the future grinning squinting face.
I still remember vividly when it came out back in 2004. It was dismissed as overblown, ridiculous, completely unbelievable, etc.
I think the speed at which it happens is a bit dramatized, but that actual concept behind the movie is something I learned in an environmental biology class. Raise the yearly temperature by a few degrees and it could potentially start the next ice age. I'm keeping my fingers crossed for that rather than Earth turning into another Venus.
Greater than I think the speed at which it happens is a bit dramatized, a bit. People literally trying to outrun a wave of ice that gets foiled by a door.
To be fair, it was foiled by the heat from the fireplace, not the door. Still ridiculous though.
Burn books faster. You can't burn books. Whoever is running this simulation is really bored these past several years.
It's like when you've built everything you want in SimCity and start throwing asteroids at it.
But there's like so much cool stuff we haven't had yet. Jetpacks? Hoverboards? Utopia?
For us it's cool, but for the person running the sim? It'll up our stats a bit, increase efficiency, but the person running the simulation has seen technological advancement thousands of times and they've not unleashed total carnage in like 80 years. They'll be bored of carnage soon and get back to the radical rocketry expansion and colonize Mars or something.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.